Worst thing is that I still love him.
The heart can endure many blows, but the body can't. And what actually upsets me is that every time he hits you and you forgive him, he's gonna hit you even harder. And if you forgive him again, he will hit you harder and harder until...
Hey guys, welcome here. Good to have you yesterday, and thank you for logging onto my YouTube channel. So we are having a review of episodes 4 and 5 of Law of the Heart. I was away, so I couldn't do that, but today let me do a quick recap of what I just saw. Was a bit busy in the course of the week, but now I'm going to talk a bit about it. Like already I told you, this is what I'm always going to say: the law is the law and must be obeyed. Well, as the day passes and progresses, this series is getting really interesting, more fascinating, exciting, and there's suspense. There's a lot of suspense because sometimes you really don't know what to expect in the next episode. That being said, so if you're following this series, can you let me know your fascinating moments, yes, in it so far, what you like so much. And like I already mentioned, this is a lot of very educative and informative series, Law of the Heart, because it revolves around everyday life, love, life, marriage, divorce, cheating, and other things that happen in our everyday life, even maltreating stuff, different things that happen in everyday life. So it's like a compilation of different activities and the way lawyers, associates, attorneys, and the barrister, solicitors of the law, how they get to manage cases, present cases, defend cases, where you have the prosecutors and also the counsel, the defendant, and all of that is really getting interesting. Even me that is a non-lawyer, as I am watching this, I'm getting acquainted, I'm getting to know how the law, the terms, yes, that are usually used in the law, in the court, and everything that revolves around it. So first and foremost, well, of course, in the last episode I think I talked about the child. Definitely when it comes to child law, child always wins the case, but in this case everybody's really surprised. How did Pablo Domingos win the case, the transgender case, like the child custody in favor of Maria Fernados? Everybody's worried. His friends, his associates are like, okay, congratulations on this, but of course you should expect a lot of activities or controversies in this. Of Julian is saying she would definitely not accept. She's going to make an appeal, but it is what it is. He has won the case. Like, everybody's surprised that he won eventually, of course, after such a long in that case, ideally Julian should have won in favor of Marcella, because the child has been with her and her parents for about 7 years. So they've been taking, even the Marcella's father is really furious and has come to Pablo to warn him that they don't know what happened, and if he's so happy, how does he want the child to be in care of a transgender father? Like, the child, like, looking at it, ideally it's a bit weird, like strange, but what do we do? Well, let's see what unveils. Let's see what unveils. Of course, so many things. Definitely he also got the opportunity to seal the child. First time ever he set his eyes. They didn't talk, there was no communication. According to the conversation and the conclusion he had, it was just a chance or an opportunity to see the child, which really happened. He had seen the child. He was so happy. She was so happy that he has seen the child. And okay, again, Julia and Pablo, what's up with their relationship? Where it's becoming really intense. It's becoming intense, and well, maybe for the profession's sake, for the fact that, okay, but I think we don't know what will definitely happen to them. Again, she's not really happy with Camilo for everything he did, like but there is a but for now. She had gone to see him, tell him what's up, what's happening, and of course he is also very, very worried. He's he knows that she's disappointed. He failed him, and everything that you have to say to him concerning what happened on the bachelor's eve. But it's happened, and he has asked for her forgiveness. He has asked her he had really asked for forgiveness, and let her know that he loves her so much. Though such incident happen, it doesn't stop the fact that he really likes her, he loves her, and he means well for her. Julian on her side is a bit intense, she's a bit weird, she's a bit worried, but for now, and she's also got an opportunity to work with Pablo in the law firm. Like, okay, we don't know what will come of after here. And again, who is back? Dubili is back. Dubili is back from the clinic. He's well, he's better, so he's returned to work. Everybody, his colleagues, they welcomed him back to office. He's proposed to his girlfriend, and do not forget, the girlfriend had an encounter with Nicholas, the guy who is everywhere around about town with the women, because he is a lover boy, he's a town boy, and he's all around town. But we don't know what will unveil, because Jubilee intends to introduce her to his friends, so definitely they're going to have a dinner very soon. So we don't know what will play out there, because Nicola had called her for another appointment, but she refused and was like, no, she doesn't want anything to happen between them any longer, so she should delete her number from his cell phone, while she also do same. So as it were, that's that, but we don't know what definitely will unveil as they meet in the dinner. Of course, definitely something would happen there. So what am I missing? Is any other thing I'm missing? Okay, a lot of activities are happening, like I already mentioned. I am particular about this series Law of the Heart, because it is a film, it is a movie which centers about everyday life, like what happens everyday relationship, everyday relationship, love. We know love is life is love. So how people, because sometimes you really get to wonder why people who loved each other this very minute, when they start staying together, different things begin to unveil, and you just even don't know why they eventually hate each other and all of that. So it's about that, and also centers around how people, the lawyers, how they show empathy. Yes, how they show empathy in their cases, how they manage their cases, and how they also are able to deal with the with their client, how they are able to put them in, advise them and put them in a good emotional state at every point in time. For me, it's really interesting. Like, okay, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm getting used to the terms, the conditions, and everything that play out all around this place. The law is the law and must be obeyed. Another thing that let me just say, one of the sentences I also got is, okay, sometimes, because Julia was really, in her conversation with Pablo, she was really surprised that why would Camilo do such a thing, and Pablo told her, Domingos told her, you know what, sometimes extraordinary men commit common acts. Some acts are so common that you may not even know what you're doing. It happens. So I'm sure that's what played out on the bachelor's eve on that night, that it happened. Well, of course, it wasn't expected. He did not expect it that way, but here it is, and that is the reality. So this movie is interesting, is fascinating, is a lot to learn from, and so many things good. Again, Law of the Heart. Stay connected to us here on Topical TV as we come again this week for another review of all activities or of every scene that would play out in Law of the Heart. I'm your girl Shady. Until I come your way again, stay connected to our YouTube channel. Please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just want to let you know I love you, and do have a very pleasant week. Bye.